If you were somehow able to step into a time machine, go back a decade, it would feel like you'd landed on an entirely different planet. Big V8 powered sedans prowled the roads, petrol prices were half what they are today, and the only things we really worried about plugging in were our still exciting smartphones on which we were all watching Gangnam Style. Electric vehicles, they were oddities, outliers, curiosities. It was into this petrol-soaked scene that Nissan unveiled the car that wouldn't just change the way we look at electric vehicles forever. It was a car that would change the world. That car was the all-electric Nissan LEAF. It wasn't just the most interesting vehicle to arrive that year, it was also the most important. A silent-running big bang that began a rapid expansion of the EV market across the world, one led by the LEAF, which would quickly go on to become the top-selling electric vehicle across the globe. It's hard to imagine just how bold a move the LEAF was by Nissan. At the time, the idea of electric vehicles filling the roads around us was seen in the same way as video conferencing. Yeah, it's clever, but it'll never catch on. How wrong we were. Since then, almost 600,000 examples of the Nissan LEAF have been sold, and between them, they've driven an estimated 21 million kilometres, and because they produce no fumes at the exhaust pipe, they don't even have one, they've saved our skies from 3.4 million tonnes of CO2. It would take 228 million trees a whole year to process that much carbon dioxide, so it's nice to know those leaves can take a breather. Also, it saved LEAF owners from buying 4 million litres of fuel, which at current prices is more than $8 million. Over the past decade, the LEAF's technology has accelerated as rapidly as the car does itself. The LEAF's battery capacity has increased by 120%, while its range is up a whopping 160%. Today's car also offers double the power of this original version. And just as its technology has increased, so has its world-changing ambitions. The LEAF was the first car in Australia to offer vehicle-to-grid charging, a technology that's going to make it easier for your home and our entire country to transition to renewable energy. Using a bidirectional charger, the LEAF can soak up free, green power from solar panels during the day, and then at night, or when it's cloudy, its huge battery becomes the power source for your home. And in an even cleverer bit of tech, if the electricity grid spikes or is somehow overloaded, the grid can call on all the EVs that are plugged into bidirectional chargers across the country to give it the extra power it needs to stabilise the infrastructure. And speaking of batteries, since the LEAF has been on the market for so long, it's one of the few EVs from which the battery banks can be harvested from models no longer on the road. But that doesn't mean their lives are over. Rather than throwing them away, there are innovative ways to reuse them. Around the world, and soon right here in Australia, the batteries from these first-generation LEAFs are being transformed into a new power storage solution. At Nissan Sunderland plant in the UK, for example, green power is harvested from wind and solar farms and will then be stored in these second life batteries to not only help power vehicle production, but to also help stabilise the electricity grid. The LEAF might have changed the way we drive, but it will also change the way we work and change the way we live. And that story is only just beginning.